Milk being really good is propaganda? Is it?
Fats are what helps that brain develop.
And those muscles. Holy shit. Where's Mark Ripto? Get him out here. Milk is awful for you, lol. That's straight cholesterol and fat. It's good for kids. How can something be awful for you as an adult, but good for you as a kid? Yeah, hell yeah. Look at that. Big milk in the US. We're thriving. We're thriving. To be fair, this could be twisted the other way and you couldn't tell. Yeah, well, I was thinking it was like some immigrant or some Mexican guy who was bragging about how legal he was as a citizen or I guess university. I don't know how you satirize anything these days.
Anybody? Mr. President?
What?
Mr. President, thank you so much for having us here on behalf of Kansas dairy farmers. Thank you. Milk is the most wholesome, nutritious drink known to humankind. Not only is it full of essential nutrients, it's full of healthy fats as well as protein. As Dr. Carson pointed out, those healthy fats are what helps that brain develop.
And those muscles. Holy shit. Where's Mark Ripto? Get him out here.
The fat soluble vitamins. The protein is why you drink milk and you're not hungry again in 30 minutes. Anybody? Mr. President?
Isn't that all BS? I don't know. I was half listening. Milk is supposed to be really good for you. I don't know if he was talking about like unpasteurized or raw milk or whatever, then no, but milk being really good is propaganda? Is it? It has like a good mix of like protein, fat, micros. Isn't it like decent? Isn't that like a decent drink? True, that documentary Forks Over Knives straight up exposed milk as shit. Most people are lactose intolerant, and nearly all people who aren't lactose intolerant become lactose intolerant as adults. What? Are you Asian? Milk is fucking awful for you, lol. That's straight cholesterol and fat. It's good for kids. How can something be fucking awful for you as an adult, but good for you as a kid? Destiny, that was a retarded comment. Asian is alcohol. I thought Asian people tended to have the enzyme lactase more than... I thought European descended people tended to be more tolerant of milk. Lactose intolerant map. Yeah, hell yeah. Look at that. Big milk in the US. We're thriving. We're thriving. Milk slop video.
Hello everybody, this is Talon with another Nutrition Tier List, a series where I break down all the options in a given food group and rank them based on how nutritious they are and how good they are for your health. Today we're going over milks. Animal milks, plant milks, pretty much anything
Human
that's
milk.
a thing followed by the word milk. Unfortunately, there are a ton of plant milks out there, several of which I could not for the life of me find sufficient information on, so let's go ahead and take a moment of
Where's the human milk?
silence for those. Okay, that's long enough. Fortunately, I am going to be able to cover the most widely used plant milks pretty thoroughly. Now, traditionally, in terms of nutrition, milk is known for a few things, being high in protein, fat, and containing a specific sugar called lactose, as well as several micronutrients like calcium, phosphorus, and certain B vitamins. It's been a staple of certain diets for millennia.
And DNA, right? Isn't most milk in the US at least like vitamin fortified or whatever?
Adults, yes, but obviously also among children. And before you all ask, no, I am not covering breast milk. That's weird. Y'all are weird.
Fuck you, loser.
That being said, over the years, milk has had its fair share of controversy surrounding it, especially in regards to its fatty acid profile, some of the hormones that it contains, and the effects of pasteurization and lack thereof. And of course the fact that the overwhelming majority of the population doesn't handle lactose perfectly. Thus, over the years, plant milks have slowly been gaining popularity, attempting to mimic the taste, texture, and nutrition of animal milk to varying degrees of success. And some seem to just go off and do their own thing nutritionally, and just use the word milk. By the way, if you're wondering how you milk a plant, I am too. Fortunately, that's not what this video is about. No, this video is all about what the milks have to offer once they're already in your body. So, looking at the tiers for this video, we're going to be comparing the nutritional content and benefits of each milk against any shortcomings or health concerns that they may have. Keep in mind that these lists are ranked independent of each other, so an A-tier milk may not equate to an A-tier meat or an A-tier fruit. All numerical nutritional information on this list will be based on 8 fluid ounces, roughly 240 milliliters, your standard cup size, of the individual drink for the sake of consistency and ease of comparison. But I think I've milked this intro for all of its runtime, so let's just get into the list. First on this list, we've got almond milk. Almond milk is a very low-calorie drink with a solid micronutrient profile. It's probably the best liquid source of vitamin E, an antioxidant that protects cells from free radical damage, notably benefiting skin and heart health. It's also a good source of calcium and is often fortified with vitamin D. Almond milk is typically one of the least sugary options on this list, making it very low in calories as well.
Damn.
However, it also lacks protein, an essential nutrient that is commonly expected in most milks. Thus, it fails to replicate animal milk, but that doesn't really seem to be the intention anyways. Overall, almond milk is a fairly inoffensive choice and a rich provider of certain nutrients.
What are we putting this at? This looks like an A tier one, right? Or do you think he puts it as B?
I'm going to put it in the B tier. Buffalo milk is a
Ooh,
higher
that must mean he's got some real good shit up here. Okay, hold on.
calorie drink with a respectable micronutrient content.
Buffalo
First off,
milk.
buffalo milk is more fatty than even whole cow milk at roughly 17 grams per cup,
Is this based on, hold on, wait, real quick. Is this based on 1 cup? Based on 8 ounces. Okay.
about 150 calories from fat alone. Now we know fat is necessary for brain and nervous system function, but another advantage of this fat over cow milk is that it allows for a higher antioxidant content as well, notably in the form of fat-soluble vitamins A and E and certain phenolic compounds. Buffalo milk is also notably higher in protein per gram than cow's milk, with both casein and whey having notable unique benefits.
I think a cup of milk is 120? Or is that 2% with 8 grams of protein? Oh, so this would be comparable if you're drinking for protein at least. If it's 17 grams of protein and it's about 2x the calories.
It's a great source of calcium, phosphorus, and vitamin B12, but is a good source of several other micros as well.
Wow.
Buffalo milk also typically contains more conjugated linoleic acid, a naturally occurring trans fat that's shown to aid with fat loss. And the milk that comes from buffalo
Oh, it's 17 grams of fat per cup. Oh, wait, hold on. Protein is only 9 grams. Oh, it's right here. Just kidding. Never mind. Fuck this one. Not good.
is more likely to be from a grass-fed source. Now, obviously, if you're lactose intolerant or allergic to milk protein, this might not be the best choice for you. And there's no denying that the calories can add up very quickly, but if you can account for those, buffalo milk is a shining example of what a nutritious milk should be.
Oh. Because of all the micronutrients, I guess? Who fucking cares about micros? There's a reason why they're called micros, because nobody cares. Refresh kickstart chat, it's stuck. Micronutrient, micro concern.
I'm going to put it in the A tier. Camel milk is a
Damn, you put that one in the A tier? What?
lower-calorie drink with an impressive micronutrient profile. Being lower in calories, it is comparatively lower in protein, fats, and sugar than most of the other animal milks on this list, but it is among the best sources of protein per calorie on this list. It's notably the best source on this list of vitamin B1, which helps mainly in converting carbohydrates into energy, and it's also a solid source of vitamin B12 and calcium. Camel milk is shown to improve insulin sensitivity and have antibacterial and antiviral benefits. The main
What does that mean? Like it doesn't rot, or it doesn't go bad as long, or like it lasts longer, or what?
issue with camel milk is that it's usually not pasteurized, and when consumed raw, it has a bit of a history containing organisms that can cause infections or diseases. It's generally advised that if you're going to drink camel milk, try to get it pasteurized, or at the very least be aware of the conditions of the source. But other than that, camel milk makes a name for itself as the lower calorie choice while not sacrificing the essential milk nutrients, and for that, it's going to go in the A tier.
Okay.
Chocolate milk is typically a higher calorie drink with
What? Why?
a solid micronutrient profile, and chocolate milk is usually just cow's milk, typically whole or reduced fat, but with a lot more sugar. It does still contain all of the milk staples though, notably a hefty amount of protein, fat, and micros like calcium, phosphorus, vitamin B12, and it's usually still fortified with vitamin D. So the bone health, antioxidant, and CLA benefits are still there. Chocolate milk is often used as a post-workout recovery drink due to being higher in protein.
Is it? Wait, what? Wait, is this an AI video? Oh, sick, dude. I see you got a nice protein shake there. What brand do you use? What? Hershey's. This is just chocolate milk, my friend. Oh.
And especially sugars. But it's not really proven to be any better at this than any other drink with these same nutrients. Obviously, the same rules of lactose intolerance and milk allergies still apply here. And if you're not paying attention, all that sugar can definitely add up and contribute to a whole host of problems. But if this is the only way you'll drink milk, or if you're drinking it post-workout, or just want a palate change, chocolate milk definitely still has its merit. I'm going to put it in the C tier. Coconut.
No, my best friend always gets chocolate milk after his workouts. He's my most checked. Why would you not just drink a protein shake? Unless you're literally just you just need extra calories or whatever. Why would you just drink chocolate milk?
Drinking it post-workout, or just want a palate change, chocolate milk definitely still has its merit. I'm going to put it in the C tier.
Okay.
Coconut milk is an exorbitantly high.
They literally do make protein chocolate milk. Protein chocolate milk is not chocolate milk. What do you mean? That's Destiny, why do you drink hot Chockies, you fucking loser? I don't drink it for my health.
Calorie drink with a straight-up great micronutrient profile. The majority of its calories come from fat, mainly.
What the fuck? 550 calories? For an 8 ounce? This can't be right. This can't be right. Wait, hold on. Coconut milk nutrition info. What the fuck? Okay. That's like that's like 1.5 croissants. Jesus.
The saturated fatty acid lauric acid just like in regular coconuts. Lauric acid and coconut's other medium-chain triglycerides are shown to aid with weight loss due to being used more for energy.
What? This video is fucking retarded. What is this meme video? Why was I link this?
Coconut milk is the best source per gram on this list of fiber, manganese, copper, iron, selenium, magnesium, potassium, and zinc.
It's literally not. It's definitely not the best source for fiber because even that chocolate milk showed like 2 grams. But when you're trying to figure out nutritional content, you have to measure per calorie, right? 5 grams of fiber in 550 calories for a drink? Bruh.
And coconut milk is shown to improve overall cholesterol levels, reduce inflammation, and have antiviral and antibacterial benefits. Now,
oh shit, but it gives wound healing. I can be an adventurer.
all of this is somewhat balanced out by how calorically dense it is, but in moderation, coconut milk is a nutritious choice that I'm going to put in the B tier.
Wow, okay.
Cow milk is a varying calorie drink with a solid micronutrient profile across
Cow milk!
the board. While most variants of cow's milk maintains the same amounts of protein and sugar, the variety comes from the fat concentration, the most caloric macronutrient, with whole milk having roughly 3.25% fat, reduced fat having 2%, low fat having 1%, and skim having next to none. And this does make a pretty dramatic caloric difference. They're all a great source of vitamin B2, vitamin B12, phosphorus, calcium, and when fortified, which it often is, vitamin D. In fact, milk's micronutrients are fairly consistent regardless of fat content due to them often being added back in when the fat is taken out. This makes skim milk the best source on this list per calorie of protein and the all-essential vitamin B12. Cow milk is also a solid source of conjugated linoleic acid, and is notable for its ease of branched-chain amino acid consumption. Of course, cow milk isn't for everyone, especially those with lactose intolerance or a milk protein allergy.
Oh.
And this may seem a bit convenient because cow milk is the most widely consumed in much of the world, but I ran the numbers several times and found it to be consistently the most nutritious per calorie in almost every relevant aspect. Especially
Based.
skim milk, but as long as you
Woo! Fucking S rank that bad boy.
account for the
Or
extra
A rank
calories,
it.
there's a bit of freedom in which one you choose. Resting assured
Does Destiny still cover drama from time to time, or did he stop? If it's super interesting, maybe. But...
that fat is still necessary, and that's going to be a very nutritious pick regardless. This all to say, I'm going to put cow milk in the top tier.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah. Okay, never mind. This video space. This guy knows what he's talking about. Okay. Hell yeah.
Goat milk is an average calorie drink with a solid micronutrient profile. It typically contains a bit more protein and fat than whole cow's milk, and is higher in phosphorus, calcium, and potassium, while still being a good source of vitamin B2 and vitamin D. Goat milk also contains conjugated linoleic acid,
This video is so retarded. More protein and fat than cow milk. Cow milk, 120 calories, 8 grams of protein. Goat milk, 170 calories, an additional 50 calories, but 1 more gram of protein. Oh, well, it has more protein, technically.
and still has the unique protein benefits associated with whey and casein.
Based.
And it's higher in oligosaccharides, a notable prebiotic aiding gut bacteria. I think at this point it goes without saying that if you have lactose intolerance or a milk allergy, this might not be the best choice for you. But overall, goat milk is still a great milk, and it's going to go in the A tier. Hemp milk is a low
Is there such a thing as bad calories compared to good calories? Yes, bad calories are calories you get from cannibalism. Eating other humans is not good. Don't do it.
calorie drink with a decent micronutrient profile. It's typically very low in carbohydrates, lower than almost every other option on this list. So the majority of its calories come from fat and protein, and it's a decent source of protein per calorie and considered a complete one at that. And hemp milk also contains a solid amount of omega-3s, aiding inflammation prevention. Hemp milk is a solid source of
Dude, do you get high drinking this?
phosphorus and calcium and is often fortified with vitamins A and D. A perfectly fine choice that just has a bit less to offer than other plant milks on this list. I'm going to put hemp milk in the C tier.
Damn.
A perfectly fine choice that just has a bit less micronutrient profile. It's typically enriched with various micronutrients like calcium, phosphorus, potassium, vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin B2, and vitamin B12. Oat milk is overall shown to be beneficial for bone health and is shown to lower LDL cholesterol levels.
How can hemp milk have no fiber? Well, because they take the fiber part out to make hemp fiber. Idiot.
And oat milk has the benefit of being free of several common allergens, like dairy, soy, and nuts, which make up the majority of everything else that has the word milk in it. Now, certain brands of oat milk may be high in added sugars, and oat milk is very low in protein compared to many milk variants. But as a whole, it's a perfectly fine choice that I'm going to put in the C tier. Unsweetened
Perfectly fine choice puts it in the C tier. What?
pea milk is a lower calorie drink with a decent micronutrient profile. Now, the most noteworthy point
Pea milk? What the fuck is this milk? Exotic milks.
to mention about pea milk is that when unsweetened, it has little to no sugar, something I can't say about most of the options on this list. The most important point, however, is that pea milk is a great source of protein, especially per calorie. Its protein per quantity is comparable to that of animal milks. And on top of that, pea protein is
Well, it seems like it's better than animal milks, no? Or at least the cow one. I don't know the other ones. Maybe.
also rich in branched-chain amino acids, so it's commonly used for plant-based protein supplementation. Some pea milks also contain oil from marine algae, which provides some omega-3s which have various health functions. It's often fortified with vitamin B12, calcium, and vitamin D, and is a decent source of iron. Now, pea milk is not without drawback, or at the very least exceptions to its benefits. Many pea milk brands are not unsweetened and do contain varying amounts of added sugars. But if you make it at home, you won't get the added micronutrients that store variants are fortified with. And the biggest draw of pea milk, the protein, is shown to typically not be as bioavailable as the protein in animal milk. Still, the right pea milk can have a lot to offer, and if you're
Skimmed was the same protein to calorie ratio? Listen, 2% milk is fine, skim milk is too much. That's too extreme, okay? We don't do that.
looking for a plant-based option to truly replicate the nutrition of animal milks, this is one of your best bets. All that to say, I'm going to put pea milk in the B tier. Rice milk is an average calorie drink with a fair micronutrient content. It's a good source of manganese and is often fortified with calcium, vitamin B12, vitamin D, and positively about. It's not a calorie drink with an improved drink in the world, but compared to other milks, rice milk is going to be going in the D tier for its grace. Sheep milk is a higher calorie drink with an impressive micronutrient profile. Sheep milk boasts a grand 15 grams of protein and 17 grams of fat per cup, making it and it's an excellent source of calcium as well. And sheep milk also provides the antioxidants, fat, and CLA benefits, but if you're looking for the most nutrient-dense glass of liquid you've ever had in your entire life, look no further than sheep milk. Still a no-go, but if you're looking for the most nutrient-dense glass of liquid you've ever had in your entire life, look no further than sheep milk. I'm going to put it in the A tier. Soy milk is an average calorie drink with a pretty good micronutrient profile. It's another one of those plant-based milks that actually has a protein content comparable to that of animal milks at about 8 grams per cup. Soy milk is a solid source of copper, manganese, selenium, iron, and vitamin B6 and is often fortified with your usual milk micros. It's also shown to combat chronic inflammation and improve cholesterol levels. Now, if you have a soy allergy, this is obviously not the right choice for you, and many brands of soy milk do contain added sugars. And soy in general has been believed to tamper with testosterone and estrogen levels, though the evidence on this is fairly inconsistent. But if you don't want to put that to the test, then there's 12 more milks on this list for you to choose from. As a whole, soy is probably the most nutritious plant milk out there, and it's going to be rounding out our list in the B tier. And there you have it, milk. The only naturally occurring beverage that will always be a regular part of society and will always be controversial. Maybe it's because it's the first thing most of us ever consumes, but we just can't seem to put down the milk. We like it so much that even when we decide we don't like it anymore, we still try to replicate it. Fortunately for most people, milk is pretty good for you, being perhaps the most convenient and complete nutrient package on the market. And while realistically nothing is going to touch animal milks anytime soon, there are some pretty nutritious plant milks out there too, some of which with their own unique benefits. Milk in general isn't for everyone, but for the majority of people who can drink it without issue, they should be enjoying it. Now, if you
Wow. True. What an amazing milk. Why the fuck did we waste our time on this?